One option left. We jump to these coordinates immediately.
The ocean's fury rages as the research vessel Abyssal Dawn battles through tempestuous waves at dusk, lightning cracking the sky like veins of fire. Crew members scramble on deck, lashing down gear against the howling wind, their faces etched with grim determination amid the encroaching darkness. Captain Elias Thorne stands resolute on the bridge, binoculars pressed to his eyes, peering into the chaotic horizon where the sea boils unnaturally, whispers of dread curling in his mind like the storm itself. Below deck, in the flickering lab, Dr. Lena Voss hunches over her microscope, the eerie blue glow of anomalous samples illuminating her focused gaze, vials clinking like omens as the ship heaves. A piercing alarm shatters the tension. The crew surges topside as colossal bubbles erupt from the depths, staining the water a sickly green, heralding an ancient terror stirring below. Divers suit up hastily. One brave soul, Jax Harlan, plunges into the abyss from the vessel's edge, flashlight cutting through the murk, while anxious eyes track his descent from above. Beneath the waves, Jax glides past shimmering bioluminescent swarms, ancient sunken ruins looming like forgotten graves, a low rumble vibrating through the water like a heartbeat awakening. His beam reveals a fractured pod on the seafloor, spewing toxic mist in swirling tendrils, shadowy appendages unfurling. His mask fogs with silent panic as the horror registers. Surfacing chaos, the ship quakes as grotesque figures clamber on board, eyes aglow with infection, webbed limbs dripping, mutations twisting human forms into nightmarish predators. Panic ignites. A crewman unleashes a flare gun, crimson blaze exposing the invaders' rotting flesh and jagged teeth, embers scattering into the gale. Dr. Voss seizes a harpoon gun from the wall, her resolve steeling as infected silhouettes lurch through the shadowed halls, the lab's hum drowned by distant snarls. On deck, Captain Thorne grapples a foe in a brutal clinch, knife flashing under fractured moonlight, hurling it into the churning foam where blood swirls with salt. In the engine room, Rico barricades the hatch with wrenches and crates, sparks from failing lights dancing as fists hammer relentlessly from the other side. Voss races against time, her tablet projecting viral holograms that map the plague spread, the vessel tilting perilously as impacts shudder through the hull. Jax bursts from the waves, mask torn, slashing at a pursuing abomination with his dive knife, seawater exploding in arcs as he hauls himself to safety. The survivors converge on the bridge. Thorne jabs at a sodden map, miming frantic escape vectors, while infected claw at the windows, their glowing stares piercing the glass. Adrenaline surges, a deckhand sprints from pursuers, vaulting obstacles, snatching a rope to swing and boot one overboard into the abyss. In the lab, Voss concocts a volatile brew in a vial, precision amid peril as an infected bursts through a vent, its ragged breath closing in. A deafening blast erupts, flames consume the horde in the corridor, shrapnel whirling, the crew flinching from the shockwave that rattles the ship to its core. Thorne wrestles the wheel, navigating colossal swells, dodging colossal tentacles that breach like serpents from myth, the helm slick with sweat and spray. Rico dives below to mend the mangled propeller, tools in hand amid bubbling depths, an infected shadow circling like a shark in the gloom. Back topside, Jax wields his oxygen tank as an improvised club, smashing into an assailant with metallic thunder, sparks flying against the rail. Voss administers a hasty antidote to a bitten comrade, syringe plunging as he grimaces, the infection's veins pulsing beneath his skin. Aerial dread at night. The vessel flees, but a relentless swarm trails in the wake, eyes like lanterns bobbing in pursuit across the moonlit sea. In the bridge, Thorne confronts the Alpha Mutant, a hulking beast. Pipes clash in savage combat, grunts echoing as they trade blows in the confined space. Rico ignites perimeter flares, illuminating the encroaching mass. The crew unleashes harpoons and tools from the edges, silhouettes falling into the void. Under magnification, Vosspring covers the virus's vulnerability, a fragile core, and signals the team with urgent gestures, a spark of hope amid despair. Jax volunteers for the final plunge, rigging explosives at the pod's heart, digital timer pulsing silently as tentacles lash, evasion a deadly dance. The ship accelerates, a cataclysmic underwater detonation erupts, shockwaves pulverizing the infected, the vessel bucking like a wild beast. As dawn paints the sky in gold, the weary crew gathers on deck, bandages and bruises testament to survival, the ocean surface smoothing to deceptive calm. The abyssal dawn limps into harbor, docking with a weary creak. The remnants step ashore, casting lingering glances at the now serene expanse, forever changed by the depth's secrets.